So, hello class. Let's discuss one of the questions based on a Planck's quantum theory, in which we have a radio which is actually operate at this value 1 kilowatt, and frequency utilized or emitted by the radio is 880 hertz. You can see the value of frequency is given here 880 hertz. We have to be actually discuss about what number of photons are actually emitted per second. Number of photons value. So whenever this type of question given, means you have a power. This is called power. This is called power because kilowatt is the unit of power. So you can see the power of the instrument is 1 10 to the power 3 watt. Kilowatt means 10 to the power 3 watt, and which is actually equal to the 10 to the power 3 joule per second. Actually, 1 watt equal to 1 joule per second. That is the value. One watt equal to 1 joule per second value. So you can see that, with the help of the power, now you are having a value of energy utilized by the instrument, that is actually radio here. The value of energy, that is 10 to the power 3 joule per second. This amount of energy utilized by the instrument. Now, what to do? You have a frequency value now. You have a frequency value. So with the help of this frequency, first calculate the energy of the radiation, the energy of the one photon. Energy of the one photon, you are knowing. The formula P equal to h nu, that is called one quanta. That is called one quanta, also known as the energy of one photon. This value is called one photon. Now we are having a frequency value, we can see now 880 hertz, and the value of h we are knowing. So first you have to be calculate the energy of one quanta. Energy of one quanta, and total energy is given here 10 to the power 3 joule per second. So first calculate the value of energy of one quanta. Value of h, Planck constant value 6.67 10 to the power minus 34. Frequency value is given. You have to multiply it. So anyone can help me. Just multiply it and make a message. Just now 6.67 into 880. What will be the value? What will be the value? Multiplication. Multiply fast. So class, on multiplication, now you have the value of h nu, and this value is in actually a value of joule. This is a value of joule. So energy of one quanta is this. Now you have to be calculate the number of photons. This is very easy. The total amount of energy given, upon the energy of one quanta, that will produce a number of photons. So number of photons will be number of photons will be 10 to the power 3 upon 5.86 10 to the power minus 31. So on multiplication, on division, we will get the number of photons value. Just divide it. 1.7 10 to the power what? 30. 1.7 10 to the power 33. Give me exact value. Is it correct? 1.7 to the power 33. Multiply clearly. Multiply clearly. Okay, fine. So number of photons will be 1.7 into 10 to the power 33. That will be the answer. That will be the answer. So students, whenever this type of question given, first do one thing, just calculate the value from the power. The value of power will be given, and from the value of power, you have to be obtained the value of energy per second. Energy per second, and this much number of photons per second emitted are absorbed by the instrument, whatever the question, given in the question. Just calculate one thing. Whenever the frequency given, that will produce a photon, the energy of photon, that is one photon. So with the help of frequency, you have to be calculate the energy of one photon. This is the total power used. Means total energy given. So divide by total energy upon energy of one photon. That will give you a number of photons transmitted per second. Number of photons transmitted per second. This is all about the numerical question given in the books. Now we have to be discuss a simple theoretical topic given in your syllabus. Let's discuss about that. Then we'll move towards the next topic of the syllabus. And the topic is spectra. The topic is spectra. The topic is spectra. Actually, there are two major divisions in the spectra, that is called different frequencies or wavelength radiation obtained on the screen. First, just learn one thing. Actually, spectra or spectrum is word used for the collection of the color. The collection of the color. And color actually based on the different wavelength radiations. So whenever we have a collection of different wavelength or different frequency radiation, that is termed as a spectrum. That is termed as a spectrum. And on a basic division, the spectra divided into two different categories. That is called emission and absorption. On a basic division, we have two different types of spectra. That is called emission spectra and absorption spectra. You have to be learn first the basic sense of these two different types of spectra, and that is very easy to learn. Emission means the radiation directly emitted from the source and obtained on the screen passing through the prism. And in absorption, the radiation coming from the source first passing through the sample in between the source and prism. Some of the radiation absorbed by the sample and the rest of the radiation will passing through the prism, then will obtain on the screen, that is called a photographic plate. Very good. Photographic plate. We have a photographic plate, a general sensitive screen to obtain different radiations of different wavelength of radiations. Students, actually the spectroscopy, the one of the branch of modern science, actually deals with the different collection of radiation coming from the different objects, and when they emitted are absorbed by the samples and passing through the prism and obtained on the photographic plate for screening. Spectroscopy actually deals with what different types of radiation coming from the different object at different positions of electron, different energy of electron, different radius of electron, what is the bond length between two different atoms. Whatever information we want, all different types of informations can be get through the wavelength of different radiations coming from the any given object. Actually, the full determination, the full conceptual study of any substance, either atom or a nucleus of a molecule or a compound, we actually just taking out the spectroscopy of that compounds or molecules. And for that, we have to be learn one thing. If we passing some radiation from any source to the sample, or if we just placed a body or object, a molecule or compound in an electric or magnetic field, what type of radiation they are actually emitted. All different types of radiation when the object placed in electric or magnetic field, when the object is heated, when object is illuminated, all these things, they actually based on the emission of the radiation or absorption of radiation. In a simple meaning, because that was a deep study about that, but in a simple meaning, we can detect everything on the basis of the different radiations which is emitted or absorbed by the body. Because the nature of the body, that would be an atom, molecule or compound, depending upon what type of radiation absorbed by the body and what type of radiations emitted by the body. We just go and actually experimentally check what type of radiation they are actually dealing with. So transmission of these radiations actually explained everything about the substance given. Even what number of electrons are there, what are the energies of electron, where the electrons are propagated or revolve around the nucleus, what are the different distance between the electrons from the nucleus, all can be find out with the help of radiations. And these all things called the spectroscopy, the one of the modern branch of modern science. So let one more time discuss here emission spectrum. Actually, emission spectrum is, suppose this is the illuminating body, the body that actually emitted radiations. When illuminating body emitted some of the radiation, and that radiation passing through the prism, the radiation coming from the illuminating body and passing through the prism, then due to the refraction, the light passing through the prism is splitted in a different wavelength, which is then granted or obtained on the screen called photographic plate. These photographic plate, there will be making a spots of the wavelength. Whenever radiation strike on the photographic plate, there is actually a formation of lines, two different types of lines, a merged line merged to each other, or there will be formation of spots, a bright spot, a light spot, a dark spot. So with the help of that spot, we actually detect, with the help of detector, what wavelength of radiation is strike on the photographic plate. And with the help of that, we actually calculate frequency, energy of the radiation is strike on the photographic plate. What is the basic difference between them? The basic difference is, in emission spectra, the illuminating body radiated radiation passing through the prism and obtained on the screen. But in absorption spectra, when illuminating body emitted radiation, the radiation first passing through the sample in between the body, illuminating body, that is called a source, and a prism. First, radiation passing through the sample. So some of the radiation actually absorbed by the sample, and rest of the radiation which is not absorbed then passing through the prism and obtained on the photographic plate as a screening. So the basic difference is, in emission no need of absorption of any radiation, but in absorption radiations are absorbed. Radiations are first absorbed by a sample, then passing through the prism and obtained on the screen. One more thing, there are some more different words are used, that is called monochromatic light, which means one wavelength of radiation. One wavelength of radiation. That is called monochromatic, also known as one color light. One color light, a single colored light. Monochromatic wavelength. And polychromatic wavelength means the light radiation having a different radiation consisting in it. Some of the basic knowledge only you have to be deal on your level, because this is an advanced topic that will come in the graduation level and post-graduation level. Advanced topic. So on your level, you have to be only learn what is the meaning of spectra, what is the meaning of emission and absorption spectra, what is called line spectra. Line spectra means when fine line obtained on the photographic plate after passing through prism, when light radiation emitted, strike on the photographic plate, if the fine lines obtained, they are called a line spectra. What is called continuous spectra? Continuous spectra means when the different lines fall are obtained on the screen, they merge to each other. They merged to each other. Means there is no distinction between a different lines. Suppose these are the 4 lines is obtained on the screen, and you can count distinctly that these are 4 lines. But if these 4 lines are merged together, you cannot find out what different types of lines obtained on the screen. They are called merged, means a continuous spectra. Continuous spectra. This is all about the spectroscopy and the topic given in your level. This is simple theoretical topic. No any formula or questions based, numerical question based on this topic. You have to be just learn the theoretically what is the meaning of these terms. Now we can move towards one of the important and famous topic of your chapter, a small topic but a numerical based topic, that is called a de Broglie equation. Let us study about de Broglie. Students, the microscopic particles having 2 different nature called a wave nature and a position, a particle nature. The microscopic particles having a dual nature, that is called a particle nature as well as a wave nature. The first time experimentally and formulatory, the de Broglie, the one of the important famous scientists we have, is actually calculated the wavelength and given the formula to calculate the wavelength of any different types of radiation if they are possessing a dual nature. Means if we want to calculate the wavelength of any particle, that is a microscopic particle like electron, proton, nucleus, atom, so we can actually calculate the wavelength with the help of de Broglie equation. This wavelength is called de Broglie wavelength, and for that actually he relate the relativity theory of Einstein and Planck's quantum theory, he actually relate between the formula between these two important theories. Look at the formula given by Mr. Albert Einstein and Planck. That formula is according to Albert Einstein, the energy is the product of defect mass of the body with the speed of light, the square of the speed of light. And according to Planck's quantum theory, the energy is the product of the Planck's constant and frequency of the radiation used. Planck's giving this formula that we can obtain energy on the basis of frequency of the radiation. And Albert Einstein given this formula, we can obtain energy with help of defect mass of any body, any particle. If we are equating these two equations, the formula will be h mu equal to mc square. You know it. This can be written as hc by lambda equal to mc square, because the frequency equal to c by lambda. C cancelled by this, and the formula will be lambda equal to h upon mc, where c is the speed of light. For any other particle, the c can be written as the velocity of the particle, because the c actually only specifically represent the velocity of light. But for any other particle, the c can be substituted by the velocity sign v. So lambda will be h upon mv. You are knowing the formula momentum. Momentum of any particle is also known as the product of mass and velocity. So the formula can be obtained in the terms of momentum also. Lambda equal to h upon p, where p is the momentum of the particle. So according to de Broglie, actually he given a relationship between the wavelength of the particle and the mass and velocity of the particle. You can see from the equation, when mass will be very, very low, the lambda will be very high. When velocity and mass, we can relate this mass and velocity together with lambda, and you can calculate the numerical given in your NCERT book. If we are taking a macroscopic body, a normal mass like 100 gram, and if you are taking the mass of the particle like electron having a very negligible mass, so what will be the value of lambda? Look, one more thing. If lambda will be a very, very low, we can actually neglect the value of lambda for that body. Lambda should be appreciable or applicable for anybody, and for that lambda should be a very large, like in a picometer or in an angstrom. If the value of lambda is lower than in a picometer, then body is not considered as a wave particle. Because for a wave particle, the body must have a value of lambda greater than picometer value, a 10 to the power minus 12 value. If the lambda has lower than 10 to the power minus 12 value, the body is no longer to wave nature. So he actually explained the particle like electrons the particle like proton, neutron, atom or molecules, they can considered like a wave because they are having a applicable value of lambda and calculating with the help of mass of the particle and velocity of the particle. But for a general macroscopic body, the mass is very normal, very high mass, so lambda will be very low, which can be negligible, and the body cannot be considered as a wave nature. This is the first formula that actually we have to obtain the wavelength for any microscopic particle to prove that the particle is having a wave nature. This is all about this de Broglie equation. This is all about the de Broglie equation, and today's homework will be you have to be just attend the numerical based on de Broglie wave equation given in your NCERT. So example are the question based on de Broglie equation wavelength given in your NCERT that you have to be solved today as a homework. Tomorrow we'll discuss about the one of the important formula and concept called uncertainty principle of Heisenberg. Uncertainty principle, and first time he revealed about what is the basic difference between wavelength and particle nature. So we'll discuss tomorrow that topic. Today this is all about spectra, go through the terms, theoretical concept of spectra and numerical concept of de Broglie. That is all about the today. Good day.